Happy May Day, everyone. May Day has been a celebration of spring and fertility throughout time. Originating in Roman times as a festival of flowers, this springtime tradition aimed to honor the goddess Flora through different customs. Whether offering garden flowers, dances around the maypole, or selections of May Queens, this historic day celebrated feminism in nature and culture. Now, one of my favorite traditions associated with May Day is the May basket. Popularized in Europe, May baskets, whether composed of flowers or treats, were offered to friends, family members, and neighbors. Traditionally, these spring offerings were left on doorknobs and doorsteps as a secret gift to loved ones. So let's get started on some supplies that'll help you out and a few tricks of the trade when it comes to flower arranging with some basic crafts. So first and foremost, my favorite tool is certainly hand pruners. This is a Felco 2. And if you want to invest in one of these, I highly recommend it. A really awesome tool. All right, so again, that's the Felco 2. Now, if you don't want to invest in something that's a little more pricey than other types of tools like the Felco 2, certainly a pair of garden shears or garden scissors will work. Certainly try to select something that's very rugged as opposed to regular scissors. Regular scissors will break out in the garden. I've tried that many times and broken many pairs of scissors. Now, regular tape, I'm gonna show you this very cool craft project, making a vessel out of paper. So this is kind of the crafty portion beyond our flower harvest today. And I'll explain some art projects as well that you can do and digitally deliver those to family members, neighbors, and friends. All right, so on to other tools, floral tape. Now this is kind of a specialized product. You don't have to use this, but I'm gonna show you a clever way to extend the length of your flowers a little bit with these sticks and the floral tape. You can use regular tape, but floral tape works so much better. So give it a try if you have access to it. You can certainly buy this online. All right, so let's get into how we build this craft. Let's go take a look at the flower harvest. All right, look at the magic I found in the landscape. Just amazing what we can find this early in spring. Now consider not only color, but texture in the landscape. I selected a lot of woodies like white pine and other things. So we've got white pine over here, a little bit of hemlock with some cones on it, and also this nice rhododendron that I found in the community garden. Really nice texture. Now all the color on the table, lots of selections today. We've got hyacinth, we've got white, pink, and purple hyacinth. We've got an absolutely beautiful cherry tree in blossom in the community garden. Nice forsythia everywhere. Really nice spring color, really vibrant yellow. We've got a nice pear here. We've got red maple, and certainly these awesome daffodils, okay? Those are those spring bulbs like the hyacinth. So those are blooming all over the place here at Strawberry Bank. What did I miss? Oh yes, the cornelian cherry. Really cool flowers, lots of texture, really awesome. Nice. So lots of supplies available. Let's start making something, all right? So how do we make this craft? Very simple, a few supplies, a few harvests from the garden, and I'm gonna actually show you another way of delivering a May basket. So just think of drawing things out, coloring it, and delivering things digitally to friends, family members, and neighbors. I've just started this based on this basket design, so a little bit of a sketch. I'll show you that a little bit closer with a little message there, Happy May Day. So just think of getting a little bit creative today. So I've showed you that we can make a vessel out of a piece of paper, all right? And that is basically folding the bottom of it onto itself and then adhering that paper. So you can certainly use tape or other things like I explained. You can see the one that I already made here, nice and sturdy, just with a few pieces of tape. So give that a try just with a simple piece of paper. And remember, if you want to color that paper, certainly on the outside of that cone, or put little messages for your loved ones. Get creative with that piece of paper, okay? So, nice cone. Now, a little bit of tricky to actually put flowers in here. It just kind of falls over. So I actually found an old to-go container. Works great, right? So find a container, otherwise maybe some team efforts with your family members. One person holding it possibly, but a lot easier just kind of having it stay upright. First and foremost, you'll notice a hole at the bottom. And sometimes when that hole is too big, things just fall right through. So I'm gonna actually find some texture, some foliage to plug that hole. And one of the things that works the best is a few cuttings of white pine, or really any foliage that's nice and loose and airy, all right? Really soft and pliable, and it sticks right in, all right? So plugging that hole, you might need a few pieces, just use your judgment as you go on. So breaking down your cuttings, certainly important with these small types of vessels, but if you're doing large arrangements, you can certainly keep those big cuttings to their original size, all right? But then I've cut this nice cherry down to size, and I'm gonna get things started. And just think about color, and just get creative with it. There is no right or wrong way to do this, all right? I'm certainly gonna pull some hyacinth, one of my favorite bulbs this time of year. This is a nice dark and purple one. Kind of complements that kind of fluorescent green too. I love it. Can't forget about rhododendron. This is a little woody, so I'm gonna break that down a bit. And sometimes when you put woodies in, they offer a little bit of that texture and support for extra cuttings to go in. Okay, so I'm gonna move a few of these around, and you can kind of situate as you go. All right, maybe a little bit more of that cherry. I absolutely love that cherry. All right, can't forget about daffodil. All right, I'm gonna cut that down a bit. Place that in. Now I mentioned that clever way of making your cuttings a little bit longer. And if you select these natural sticks and your cutting, let's do it with daffodil, for instance. Now, daffodils can sometimes be very soft like this, and this will often extend the length if you need to, or actually make it a little bit more sturdy using really sturdy wood. Now, that just requires a little floral tape. Just a little piece will go a long way. And you're basically going to sister or support that wood with a nice sturdy structure. And you're just using that tape to twist as you go. It takes a bit of practice, so don't get frustrated if it doesn't work for the first time, okay? But look at that. I've extended that length just a bit, all right? Now with this vessel, unnecessary, but if you're using large vessels, this is sometimes very practical, because when you're putting small cuttings in, they tend to fall through large vessels and completely disappear. For instance, this is very small, so if I extend this a little bit, I can put this into a large arrangement like this. Just imagine me putting this in the basket, it would fall to the bottom, and we wouldn't even know it's there. So give that a try. Really clever way to extend flowers a little bit of length when making these creations. And we're actually almost done with this, and that's how quick it can go as long as you have these supplies. Very challenging times, but we can get really creative by virtually engaging everyone as much as we can, right? Just like today with this video. So consider FaceTime or video with friends and family. Maybe you want to make these creations together online. That's nice, huh? I hope you enjoyed this craft at home. Happy May Day, everyone. These flowers are for you. Thank you for your continued support. This is Strawberry Bank.